A state-of-the-art studio will be opened in Polokwane Limpopo soon. It's designed to open up opportunities for artists in the area in the hope of unearthing new talent. Let's talk about this with Rabbi Mashabela, who is spearheading the initiative. Rabbi, a very good evening. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika, in fact, and thank you for your time. A new studio, I understand the official launch will only be at the end of the month. What's brought this on? What's inspired you to do this?
Thank you very much, Tamegile, and to your viewers as well. What inspired this is we have realized that artists in Limpopo do not have access to the kind of infrastructure that we have. And in fact, they travel as far as from Musina to Johannesburg just to access quality studios and also to be allowed to join in by record labels. So this is what exactly inspired this idea, is primarily access that should be provided to the artists in the province.
And how does access work in the context of the studio in particular? Is it only artists who would be signed under your label, Shine Bright, or will it be open to all, for example, to book sessions so they don't have to travel hundreds of kilometers to record?
Tambegile, the studio, if I may just add, the record label has a recording studio as well as another one is a live recording studio, which is about 82 square meters, suitable for a larger groups. And we also have a rehearsal studio. We have a videography and photography rooms as well. We also have a small cafeteria. So in essence, we have everything that any artist would need to have in order to record their music. So recording music, doing everything else that an artist would ordinarily need to have, we do have here in Polokwane.
Is this not meant to make a profit, though, like any other business? And I ask that in the context of the size and perhaps how vibrant the music scene is in Limpopo. Will you be able to survive?
Look, any business needs some profit to survive, but that is not our main focus, Tambegile. Our main focus is to provide access to artists. You know, in Limpopo, we have such a huge, magnificent talent, and we just want to provide access to them. And you know, each and every business, in order to survive, you need to be liquid, you need to be good financially, but we do know that, and hope, in fact, Tambegile, that the Department of Arts, Sports and Culture would also be able to come on board to support this initiative, because more than anything else, this is their mandate, and we believe that they'll come on board to support this initiative in Limpopo.
And who are you targeting with this venture, Rabbi? Is it new, unknown, up-and-coming artists, or will you also be dipping into the well of experience as well in Limpopo?
Well, both, Tambegile. Already there are those that have shown interest, although we have not finalized anything. We are still at, some we are at the initial stages, some we are at advanced stage. But insofar as unearthing new raw talent is concerned, that is also center of our mission and vision. So we have a bit of both. And you know that Tamegile, Limpopo has such a huge talent insofar as this is concerned. So the intention, more than anything else as well, will be to go out there, identify the talent, unearth the talent, bring it to Shanbright Entertainment, and then exhibit their talent to the world. But at the essence of this, at the center of this, Tambegile, is to provide access, because we have realized that people travel as far as Musina or Beggarsport to go to Johannesburg to access infrastructure that will allow them to exhibit their talent.
People also trust what they know, and often, you and I can maybe relate on this, when you come from a town, a smaller town, a town that's not as mainstream as Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban, the perception often is that you have to leave in order to be successful. How then do you convince local artists in Limpopo that you can get as good a quality recording at home?
Well, Tamegile, first and foremost, you just have to come into our record label or studios to see the equipment that we have, the facility that we have. And more than anything else, my team, as well as myself, have been living in Limpopo for the longest time. I'm entertaining myself for 14 to 16 years, and everyone in Limpopo knows me and what I'm capable of. And now I know for sure that reputation is not a problem insofar as this is concerned. And what I can tell you also, Thembekile, which has been a thorny issue in the music industry, has been that artists, more than anything else, they will just get into contracts that they don't quite understand. So what we are going to do as Shanbright Entertainment, we are going to make sure that artists are comfortable with the contracts. In fact, we will make sure that when we negotiate these deals, we'll insist that they should come with their legal representatives or advisors so that we can be even and understand exactly what we are doing in this contract.
Contractual exploitation is an important theme, especially when you look at the music industry. You'd say, for example, you were telling us you'd require each one of them to bring a legal representative with them to go through the terms of their contract. But not everyone has access to a lawyer. And when you're young, perhaps, hungry and want to make a success of your life, you often want to sign the first agreement that you believe would get you out of that. So how do you work around that? A, that not everyone has a lawyer that they know or are able to bring even to a meeting. And B, that often the hunger takes over, and that is why people sign the first piece of paper put before them.
Well, Thembekile, for a smooth operation of any contract, people need to reach a consensus. So at Shanbright, we'll make sure that the existing artists or the ones that have been around, they would bring their legal representatives, but the ones that may possibly not afford legal representatives, we will refer them, for instance, to legal aid to go get legal representatives when they come into our studios or record label so that we can negotiate evenly. We'll make sure that no one is exploited who comes to Shanbright Entertainment.
Rabbi Mashabela, good to speak to you. Thank you so much, and all the best on your launch at the end of this month.